So we've got another tutorial for you, and in this one then we are going to be building a large modern house. So in the background now you can see what we're going to be building, and again we'll be doing the interior and the exterior of the build. So to begin this tutorial then, we're just going to start by placing 2 birchwood planks. And on top of these then, we're just going to place our wooden doors. Then you just want to fly over to the other side, so the doors are on the back of the blocks. And on the right hand side, next to our planks again, we're just going to place 4 high with our snow. Behind our snow, we're just going to place another 3 blocks. And on the far block, we're just going to extend it out another 3 blocks again. On the last snow block we just placed, we're just going to extend it downwards. Once you've placed all your snow then, we're just going to create an L shape with our birchwood planks. So going from one end of the snow on the floor to the other. And on top of this, we're just going to place our glass all the way up. Once you've placed your glass then, we're just going to come to the back and we're going to place 3 birchwood planks in the floor. And at a right angle to this then, we're just going to place another 3 birchwood planks. So it should be 4 blocks in length overall. On top of the birchwood planks then, we're just going to place 7 high with our glass panes. After this then, we're going to place 2 rows of snow next to the glass panes we've just placed. And you want to place them 8 blocks high overall. So it should just be 1 block above where the glass panes finish. And diagonal to the snow, we're just going to place 6 blocks of grey wool. And you want to extend this up so it's 7 blocks high overall, so it should be the same height as our glass panes. Next to the grey wool we've just placed then, we're going to place an L shape with our birchwood planks. So it's just going to be 3 blocks out and then another 2 blocks on the end. And on top of this, we're just going to place 3 high with our glass panes. and on top of the glass panes a row of snow. On the snow then, we're just going to do the same as beneath by placing 3 high with our glass panes again. And next to this, we're just going to place 2 rows of grey wool, and you want to build it up so it's 7 blocks high overall. So once you've done this then, we're going to place 4 wide with our birchwood planks in the floor. And on top of this, our glass panes, which is going to be 3 blocks high. So this is going to be the same design as our glass panes next to this, as we're going to have our snow on top and then our glass panes again. And same again, 2 rows of 7 high blocks of grey wool. So next then, we're going to place a row of snow diagonal to the grey wool. And you want to build it up so it's 1 block above where the grey wool finishes. Then we're just going to extend it back so it has a 1 overhang in front of the grey wool and glass. And you want to connect it up with the snow round the other side. Then we're just going to place our second layer, so it should be a 2 block overhang overall. Across the centre row then, we're just going to place 2 rows of snow. So same as above, we're just going to create a 2 overhang. So that's the first row, and we're just going to do exactly the same and place the second row now. And to finish off this section, we're just going to place our glass panes on the outer row of snow. And in the corner then, next to our grey wool row, we're just going to place a row of snow all the way up. Once you've placed your row of snow next to the grey wool, you should want to count 6 blocks out with your snow. And we're also going to extend this up as well. So again, 8 blocks high overall. And from the floor, we're just going to count 5 blocks up, and on the 5th block, we're just going to place a glass pane in the wall. For the next window, you just want to leave a 2 block space and then go 1 block up, and we're going to do this so there's 3 windows in the wall. Beneath the windows we've just placed, we're going to place 3 more windows in the same pattern. So starting from the 3rd block in, we're just going to carry on the pattern. And we're just going to place another 2 rows of snow next to the wall we've just created. Then we're going to come 1 block in diagonal to the wall, and we're going to place 6 snow blocks. Once you've placed your row of snow, then we're just going to extend it up another 3 rows. And on the top block, we're just going to extend it out 1 block. Now that you've placed your row of snow across the front, we're just going to place 2 blocks back with our snow. And then behind the 2 blocks, we're just going to place 4 high with our snow again. And then just connect it up across the top. With our snow then, we're just going to extend it back another 2 rows. And on the last row, we're just going to place an additional 4 rows on top of this. So that's the first 2 rows, and now just another 2 rows on top again. And then we're just going to extend 3 rows out across the top. So we are going to add some windows into the back of the wall, and we're going to use the same pattern as we have so far by having 2 blocks out and then 1. Then we're just going to place our glass panes across the front. To finish off this section then, we're just going to place 4 rows of grey wool, and we're going to extend it up so it's 9 blocks in height overall. Now that we've finished on this side of the build, we're going to start on our doorway. The first thing we're going to be doing on the left hand side of the doorway is we're just going to place 4 high with our snow blocks and then connect it up across the front. Behind this then we've got 2 more rows of snow which you can also place, as well as the 2 blocks above the door. And you just want to place 1 last row on the left hand side of the doorway. Then with your glass panes, we're just going to carry on the pattern and extend it around the inside row of the doorway. Now we just need to extend it up so it's the same height as the glass panes are currently. On the far left hand side of snow next to our doorway, we're just going to place 9 blocks of grey wool. And on the last block, we're just going to place 1 block of snow diagonal to the grey wool. With our grey wool then, we're just going to extend it up so it's 7 blocks high overall. But with the snow block next to it, we're just going to place another 7 blocks on top of the block we've already got. So it should finish 1 block above our grey wool. And then we're just going to extend the snow all the way back to the edge of the glass and on the corner section as well. In the wall we've just created then, we're going to place 3 windows. So all of the windows are going to be 3 by 1. And we're going to place our first window on the 3rd block out. So you just want to leave a 1 block space for every window. And every window's going to be 1 block above the previous one. Once you've placed your windows then, we're going to come around the side and diagonal to the grey wool block, we're just going to place 1 snow block. And then you want to leave a 1 block space where we're going to place another 7 blocks of snow. And on the first block of snow that we place, you just want to build it 8 blocks high and connect it across at the top. And do the same for the far right block of snow on the second section. For all the remaining rows of snow we've got left, you just want to build it up so it's the same height as we've got it so far. So you can see we've left a 1 block space, and in here we're going to place another row of grey wool. So diagonal to the snow, you just want to build it so it's 7 blocks high. On the last row of snow then, we're just going to place 4 blocks high with our snow in front of this. And on the top block, you just want to extend it out another 6 blocks, so it's 7 blocks in length. And again on the last block, we're going to place an additional 4 blocks on top of this. Then we're just going to extend the snow across. Once you've done this, then we're just going to come around the back, and here we're just going to extend the top rectangle out by 1 block. Then we're just going to place our glass panes all the way across, leaving a 1 block space on the left hand side. In the 1 block space we've left, then you just want to place a row of grey wool. Diagonal to the back of the rectangle we've just placed, we're just going to place a row of grey wool up, so it's 8 blocks high, same as the rectangle's height. We're just going to build back 5 blocks with our snow. And you just want to extend it up so it's 5 blocks in height. In front of this then, we're just going to place 7 by 5 with our snow again. So that's the last thing we're going to do in this part of the tutorial. So in the next part then, we will be finishing off the exterior and hopefully start on the interior.